Hello, this is Duntov. So today is Monday, September 15th. And you can look beyond this tree here, I'm by the Las Vegas Premium Outlets South. So this is all the way on the south end of Las Vegas Boulevard. And I came down here because I get a lot of requests. A little loud here. I get a lot of requests asking about the Brightline West high-speed train. So today I'm going to show you the area where it's getting built right now. So across the street, this is Las Vegas Boulevard here. So across the street, this is where they're going to build the Las Vegas train station. So if you didn't know, this is going to be a high-speed train that's going to go from Las Vegas right here to Rancho Cucamonga. It's going to take about 2 hours to get there. So, you know, pretty much about half the time. And this is the area. So as we can see right along Las Vegas Boulevard now, they are actually moving dirt. So the way this is situated, it's kind of hard for me to get to. They're doing some work right by the freeway, where I'll try to zoom in on there. I think we could see some of it, but this is really the only place you can park. You can't walk in there. So I'm gonna do my best to get some shots. But all of this excavation work they're doing right here, right now, I didn't notice that until I got here today, whenever I drive by. So, you know, I'm not sure how big these trains are. That's going to be an electric train, from what I read online. Not sure how many cars long they are, but they got to have enough, you know, trains and enough space to come in and out of this area. And then I'm wondering about like rental cars and parking, and you know, because people might come here to go to California, they're gonna have to maybe leave their car, so they might have like long-term parking here. Because it is a pretty big area. Because they're excavating this side that we can see right now. But then if I pan over here to the right, they already have this area pretty much all leveled off. And I'm going to pan around all the way to the right. I'll show you. We got trees in the way, but we could actually see Mandalay Bay down this way. So if we look down this way, there's Mandalay Bay. So we're probably about, that might be a couple miles down the road that way. Then I don't know if you'll be able to see it if we look through this branch. This ain't the best shots today, but right back there is Allegiant Stadium. It is Monday the 15th. It is our season home opener. We're Monday Night Football tonight, so I'll be heading to that later today to go start some tailgating about 3 p.m. So if you're going to be at the game, you see me, make sure you say hi. Can't wait for that. Was a good day. The Broncos lost yesterday. Kansas City lost yesterday. So it was a good day. So from right here to Las Vegas Boulevard, all the way, if we look all the way across, we can see the cars driving on Interstate 15 down there. So that's how big this property is. It goes from the boulevard to the 15. But when you're on the 15, the reason I wanted to come out is because I started to see I'm gonna zoom in. We got the buildings down here. All right, so you can see down this way, they actually have these concrete columns coming up out of the ground. So there's no way for me to film this up close down that way because, you know, that's the freeway. Freeway's there. There's nowhere to park. So, but we do have stuff coming out of the ground. So I don't know if this is going to be like the main station way down along the freeway. And by the way, this place isn't scheduled to be done. Originally they wanted it done by 2028, so it would be done before the Olympics. They're going to be held in California and Los Angeles. But last I heard that they don't think this would be done by then. It might be more towards 2029. So they wanted to be able to have people come to Vegas and just go in for the Olympic Games from here. Okay, I just moved down a little bit. We can see it was down more that way there where all the excavators are moving around. So I just moved down here. This is actually the project sign right here. We can see. You can see Brightline Las Vegas Station. It's a sand culvert sewer project, so they're, I guess that they're getting all the drainage situated underneath there. And if we look over here, this is the construction entrance to get in this way. I guess I'll have to be more prepared. I could hike in. We could see there is desert this way. So I guess I'll have to get my hiking boots on and hike in this way to try to get closer. Alright, but from here it looks like I can see a lot more of these columns that are going in. So let me try to zoom in back that way. If we look at the project sign and back behind there, we could see all the columns going up. Now, I was looking at some of the renderings online, and one of them I saw did have a giant parking deck. Don't know if this could be the parking deck they're putting up first. We'll just keep watching to see what's going in. We can see right there they're moving one of the forms right now. Sorry for the shake, I'm zoomed all the way in there. There you go, they just set that form into place right there. So let me know what you guys think about this high-speed train. This has been a little, not controversial, but just people saying it's not going to get funded type thing. Kind of just like the A Stadium and how the Allegiant Stadium was. I've been in Vegas 36 years, and it seems like I've been hearing about a high-speed train going from here to Los Angeles since I've lived there. You know, but now we're actually seeing dirt being moved. So just wondering what you guys think about it. Would you guys take it? You know, because one of the other things I've been hearing is you take the train to get to Rancho Cucamonga, then you still got to get to LA, which they said there are like the other train systems there to continue. But what do you think about this? Or is it just easier to fly? Alright, so let me check again. I just want to see what else they're doing out this way. So from here it's like a, I can't really tell. I see like, looks like this billboard. That might even be across the street for all I know. I'm just trying to figure out if that lift right there is actually working on that. Or I think that was the one that actually lifted the, yeah, that's the one I think actually that lifted that form into place. But the billboard just is so close, it looks like that was part of it, but I don't think it is. Alright, if we look here, we can see they do have some construction trailers out here. So I know they are working on some of the, you know, pretty much the train is going to run along the, right along Interstate 15. I think it's going to go down the center of the 15. So they are working on getting, what do I want to say, getting, you know, some of the infrastructure ready for that. You know, when they go, I'm not sure how it goes when they get to like bridges, and if they're going to go over the bridge, under the bridge. So it's going to be interesting, you know, to see how they do it along the freeway. So I'll try to get out here more often, try to get closer vantage points to where they're building up all them columns out there. I'm thinking that that might be the parking structure. But if you'd like to follow along with this, please subscribe to my channel, Raiders1967. And then also you'll get updates on the Athletics Ballpark and the Hard Rock Hotel being built where the old Mirage was. So I guess that's all we got for today. Moving a lot of dirt down along Las Vegas Boulevard. And then getting something built down along Interstate 15 on the other side there. Alright, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I will talk with you guys next time.